Until we connect with our truth, we will be out of alignment. Our guidance system constantly recalculating. How many of you have had your GPS do that to you? All of a sudden it just goes recalculating, and you're like, wait, what? I thought I was on the path that you wanted me to be on. When you're following intuition, aka your connection with source, you can make the decisions that will keep you on course. I've had many hours on the road. Even before I started this adventure, I would take road trips, and at that time I was only occasionally listening to source. I would use my GPS on my phone, or prior to that, MapQuest if I was going to go somewhere. And those things would often lead me onto some very interesting roads. More often than not, I would end up on some random dirt road that was a cut through across a mountain often. I didn't mind when it was just me in my car, but when GPS tried doing this to me when I was hauling our home, it was a whole nother story. I felt in my gut the directions that I was receiving from GPS, from that earthly device, were wrong, but I still followed it. I turned right, I crossed a bridge, even while thinking, this doesn't seem right. It's pitch black. I can't see anything except the road right in front of me. There's trees, there's mountains. I'm alone in the Great Smoky Mountains outside of Cherokee, North Carolina. So I crossed the bridge following that GPS, even though I knew in my gut this isn't right. And I couldn't see anything. Couldn't see a sign for the KOA. Couldn't see where I was going until I saw it from the wrong side of the river. The pavement suddenly turns into a dirt road that's going to go up and over the mountain. And I'm looking across the river at where I'm supposed to be. All because I ignored my intuition. I followed the GPS, the earthly guidance system, and ended up across the river. Thankfully, there was a wide enough space that I could back up and turn around. And I didn't have a backup camera, so it took probably a 20-point turn, and it's pitch black, so I'm jumping in and out of my truck, running back to see how much farther I could back up, and then pull forward, back up, pull forward, constantly jumping in and out of the truck until I got turned around and back to where I was supposed to be. You've arrived, it says, when clearly there's an obstacle between you and your destination. And yes, these odd things have allowed me to see some cool things sometimes, but it also has kept me from things. So one such time, we're in Sedona, and I'm definitely going back there one day. We're hiking Bell Rock, which is one of Sedona's many vortices. We had started our hike in the darkness, and we wanted to get there to watch the sunrise from the vortex. It was completely silent until the sun rose, just enough that there was a sliver of light, and then all of a sudden the birds start chirping, and we're walking through there, and it's pretty magical. But somehow we had gotten off of our trail. I knew, both Jordan and I felt it in our gut where we were supposed to go. So we decide to go straight up the side of Bell Rock, thinking that we'll get to the top. So there we are. We're standing on this path. We finally get up to where there's a path that cuts across, and we don't know if we're supposed to go left or right. We're standing there, which way do we go? And we had finally kind of decided that we were going to go one direction. And then this young man with green hair comes trudging up the path, and we ask him if he's gone to the top of Bell Rock before, and he says, oh yeah, I've done it several times. And so we ask him which direction to go, and he tells us the other way than what we were both feeling. So we're like, well, he seems pretty confident, we're going to follow him. So we start following him around, even though our guts disagree. We're following this green-haired boy. We're circling the rock to the opposite side, where he starts to go straight down the side of the mountain to cross a little valley and go up another rock that kind of looked like a small bell, but wasn't Bell Rock. And he was trying to tell us that that was Bell Rock, and that was the direction to go. It was easier to go that way than to follow the trail around. Faster to go that way, maybe not easier. But that wasn't where we intended to go. And so we finally listened to our guts and we're like, okay, thanks. I think we're going to go this way. And we ended up having to just sit on the side of Bell Rock and watch the sunrise from there, which was still beautiful, but it wasn't what we had wanted. We listened to another earthly guidance system instead of listening to our guts. The boy was so certain in his route, though. He was so certain that he was going to get us there that it was hard not to listen to him. And we run into that every day of our lives, where someone or something here on earth is telling us something different than we feel is the direction we're supposed to go. We have to trust the twinges. We have to trust our body. It is always going to tell you if that is the right decision. Thank you for joining me for Wabi Sabi Wednesday. Extraordinary experiences with me, Jessica Tukey, and my love, Jordan. Bye, everybody.